Chelsea Football Club has just parted ways with Enzo Maresca. And if you think this is about Bournemouth or substitutions or a dip in form, then you are completely missing the point. This isn't a Maresca problem. This is a Chelsea problem. We are watching a football club that has decided managers are disposable at every turn, authority is optional, and accountability stops at the boardroom door. What a way to start the new year. A bombshell decision that tells you absolutely everything about where this club is right now. Today, it's Enzo Maresca. Yesterday, it was Pochettino. And before that, it was Thomas Tuchel. And unless something fundamentally changes about this club, this will happen again and again. So let's stop pretending that this is normal and let's talk about what actually just happened. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Flawed here with another video. It's New Year's Day, January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year to everybody watching. And this should be a time of relaxation, right? This should be a time of like downtime, spending time with your friends and family, hanging out, off work and whatnot, but not at Chelsea Football Club. Most clubs are talking about fresh starts, new energy, and optimism for the year ahead. And Chelsea have just released the dreaded club statement, confirming that they have parted company with Enzo Maresca. And honestly, at this point, I'm not even shocked. But this video is not going to be about some lazy meltdown about the manager. This is about the structure, the ownership, and the sporting director's model. And this is about why Chelsea are heading down a path that might win the odd cup here and there, but will never, and I mean never, win the Premier League. So let's start with that club statement that was just released this morning. Chelsea Football Club and Enzo Maresca have parted ways. Let's be real, that's pure PR language. That's not emotion, that's not regret, that's final. Sure, they thank him for the Conference League, they thank him for the Club World Cup, but notice what they don't say. They don't say anything about a long-term project. They don't say anything about foundations being built, and they don't say anything about an exciting journey. This wasn't a reluctant decision. This was a clean break. I heard that this was unanimous across the board, and this tells me that Chelsea didn't hesitate, and this tells you everything. Now, let's be fair and talk about the manager a little bit as well. Was Enzo Maresca perfect? Absolutely not. His in-game management wasn't always great. Some substitutions were very questionable, and results were dipping. But let's be honest with ourselves. He was the least of Chelsea's problems. The fan base, for the most part, were behind him. And in his time at the club, there was really no chaos in the dressing room. And yet, once again, the manager is the one that pays the price. This is where people need to wake up. Chelsea are not being run like a football club. They are being run like an asset. This club is being controlled by a hedge fund, Clearlake Capital, fronted by Igbali and executed by sporting directors Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart. And this model does not trust managers. Recruitment is controlled. Medical decisions are controlled. Squad churn is controlled. Managers have no say in this club. They just comply. And the moment that a manager pushes back, even slightly, the clock's ticking. It's just like that movie Dictator. They smile in your face and then go. Now, here's the truth that nobody upstairs wants to say out loud. This type of model might win you a cup here and there, but that's about it. You might get lucky and win the Champions League, but that's like the peak. But what's absolutely clear is that you're not winning the Premier League with this setup. To be able to win the league, it requires stability. It requires authority. You also are required to have a settled core of players. And it also requires a manager with real power. We have none of that. You cannot churn players every window, micromanage managers, and expect dominance over a 38-game period. That's crazy. And this keeps happening. Just look at the pattern. Thomas Tuchel, elite, demanding, serial winner, gone. Mauricio Pochettino, builder, man manager, gone. And now Enzo Maresca, a modern tactician, graduated from the Pep Guardiola School of Coaching, gone. These are managers with different profiles, different philosophies, but guess what? They all had the same ending. This clearly tells you that the system is the problem, not the managers. Now, I'm going to be completely blunt and crystal clear. There's not going to be an experienced coach or a top-level manager that's going to want this job, right? Think about it. No serious coach wants to be micromanaged, right? They don't want to have no authority in this club. And they also don't want to know that if they, have a slip here and there, or they even share their feedback to the board, they're going to be disposable. They don't want that. This setup only works for yes men. And let's say, even if a young manager succeeds at this club, the moment a club with real control comes calling, they're gone. Chelsea are becoming a stepping stone club. That should terrify every single one of us. So, where do we go from here, right? Because let's be honest, this is the part that scares me the most. We're about to enter another managerial search, led by the same people, the same sporting directors who believe that this model is working. And when I look at the names that were being floated the last time we were evaluating managers under this structure, I lose complete confidence. I'm sorry, but we were seriously talking about guys like Thomas Frank, who's currently absolutely shitting the bed at Spurs. And then there was Kieran McKenna. And honestly, God help us. If those are the types of profiles that this board thinks are the right fit for Chelsea, then I have no faith in what comes next. Because that's a clear indication to us, the fans, that they don't want excellence. They want authority. They don't want a manager to challenge them or give them feedback. They want someone who fits their spreadsheet, someone who doesn't push back, someone who doesn't demand control, and someone who does not rock the boat. I'm sorry, but good luck finding someone like that, especially at a high level. And let me just say this before it happens, because we all know how this board operates. Knowing these sporting directors, I would not be surprised for 1 second if they try to get cute here and promote Liam Rosenier straight out of Strasbourg, a club they also own. And listen, I got nothing against the guy. He seems like a nice guy. He's clearly got some potential. He might be a decent coach one day. Who knows, right? But this is Chelsea Football Club. We're massive. He is not experienced enough. He is not proven enough. And he is absolutely not ready for this job. And I'm sorry, if you've seen that clip of him giving a halftime talk that's been circulating on Twitter, he might as well just be a PE teacher at this point. That talk was not elite, it was not commanding, and it's definitely not at Chelsea's level. And if this is the direction that we're going, cheap internal promotions, multi-club shortcuts, spreadsheet logic over football reality, then what are we even doing anymore? To wrap up, this isn't about one manager anymore. This is about a football club that keeps choosing structure over success, control over ambition, and comfort over greatness. Enzo Maresca was not perfect, but he was not the enemy. And until this ownership and this board accept that football clubs are not hedge funds and managers are not replaceable parts, we will keep repeating this cycle. Different name, different ending. Guys, if you like this video, hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the bell so you can be notified when I post new videos. Because it's a new year and Chelsea Football Club are starting 2026 the exact same way they ended the last one. Peace.